Hi, everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Blue Bag Lunch. I am Dan Christopher, the Partnership and Programs Manager here at the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, and I'm so excited and happy you're here today. We've held the Blue Bag Lunch every Friday during the National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and this is the last one. No worries if you missed the stream or forgot or you want to rewatch one. Just look under the videos tab here on our Facebook page. You will find all of them. The Blue Bag Lunch is a chance to rally behind the mission to end colorectal cancer awareness and learn more about the disease and just simply connect with one another. As the Partnership and Programs Manager, I can tell you connection is the very essence of building a movement to accomplish anything great. And here at the Alliance, we're determined to end colorectal cancer within our lifetime. And every connection we make takes us one step closer. So today, guess what we're talking about? Connecting. But first, a word from our leader at the Alliance, our CEO. Hey, Michael.
Hi, Dion. Thank you so much, Dion, for your leadership and all that you have brought to the Alliance over the last 6 months. We're so excited to have you here. Hello to everybody, to all of our allies. Happy March. I can't believe it's March 25th or something like this. And we are actually on Sunday going to be hosting a live in-person Scope It Out 5K for the first time in 3 years. We are very close to raising $300,000 for the Alliance. So for those of you that are in town, we're excited to see you. For those of you that are doing it virtually, we're really excited to have you partner with us. And if you are interested in donating or participating, scopeitout5k.com. Thank you to Lishi and Chelsea and all of our volunteers for helping make that happen. 2022 is going to be a great year. I think about our high-level goals, which is to screen 20,000 individuals. That's our stretch goal, just so everybody knows. Dion's going to yell at me if I don't say that. It's actually 15,000 individuals. And actually fund almost $1 million worth of research over multiple years, over the next 2 years. We also are launching this thing called the Precision Platform, which is this one-stop shop for all of you to get you everything that you need, from biomarkers to information about treatment, to financial assistance, to psychosocial support, to all the amazing things that we do. We also are launching multiple health equity efforts across the country, both in screen and in caring for patients and in cure. We're really, really excited. And then, I would just say our biggest thing is to make sure that patients and their families don't feel alone, that they have a community in Blue Hope Nation or Ally to Ally or in person in their cities with the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. So I just want to say thank you so very much for all of you and for everything that you do. And happy March again. And thank you, Dion.
Thank you, Michael. Wow. Well, Chadwick Boseman's death, the Black Lives Matter movement, and a never-ending string of troubling statistics have served to heighten public awareness around disparities for Black Americans and other minority groups in this country, from injustice in housing and health and other vital areas. Here at the Alliance, it's always been a focus with health equity. The recent past has inspired us even to give it even more greater attention. Today, 1 week from National Minority Health Month, I'd like to welcome 2 guests who will speak to this issue and highlight what the Alliance is doing to improve health disparities in the U.S. Please welcome Tia, our screening champion and a member of our Black Outreach Subcommittee for Screening, and Kwani, a community organizer here at the Alliance.
Afternoon, everyone. My name is Kwani, and I'm just going to go ahead and go over a few important slides to describe what the Alliance has been up to as it concerns addressing health disparities and also trying to close the gap as it concerns health equity issues, especially as it concerns the Black community. So on to our first slide. So this is our framework as it concerns addressing health equity. And it really is a comprehensive approach to ensuring that the alliance helps take a large chunk of the issues that Black Americans and other minorities are facing as it concerns screening rates, materials that are afforded to them, and also partnerships that really touch their communities are being implemented and utilized to really ensure that the resources that they need so that they can get screened are reaching their communities, their homes, and their clinics. And in addition to that, the Alliance is getting ready to get into developing a real big health equity fund, which will help address the cumbersome needs of those communities. Next slide, please. Now, these are some of the disparities that are impacting the Black community that the Alliance is beginning to tackle very aggressively. For African American men, they're looking at a 24% higher rate of contracting the colorectal cancer disease in comparison to non-Hispanic whites, and there's a 19% higher rate amongst Black women. And as it concerns the death rates, it's even more drastic. We're talking 47% higher for Black men and 34% higher for Black women. As it concerns this disease, it is the third leading cause of cancer-related deaths for both Black men and women in the U.S. Now, as it concerns some of the solutions, we'll go to the next slide and we'll start touching on those. So we have some really innovative ways to address getting into these communities and making sure that our approach creates a very important lasting impact within Black communities and also other communities. What we're doing currently is getting information and direct guiders, leadership and guidance from our Black Outreach Subcommittee for screening, and they are comprised of caregivers, survivors, patient navigators, and other individuals who are Black that have firsthand encounters and information on what colorectal cancer has done to their loved ones and their communities. And with that, they've helped us develop relationships with important community members, such as members of the organizations within the Divine Nine, which are the Black Panhellenic Greek organizations. For instance, the Alliance has recently partnered with the Brothers of Omega Psi Phi and have launched a campaign with them, and that campaign is pardon me, that campaign is primarily targeted to North and South Carolina, where the young onset rates in America are the highest, and those individuals within that state will be getting specialized attention from the Brothers of Omega Psi Phi as it concerns getting more screening resources out and raising awareness within Black communities. Then we also have launched a very important campaign called They Didn't Say. This campaign has allowed the Alliance to partner with leading cultural influencers to spread urgent messages of early colorectal cancer screening for Black Americans. And we partnered with Team Epiphany to get this done, a premier marketing agency. The Alliance has also enlisted multimedia moguls and TV personalities to ensure that this message is well received by those communities, such as Charlemagne the God, Mel D. Cole, Vashti, and Brandon Jenkins. The They Didn't Say campaign is really all about getting the awareness up that the screening rates last May, the recommended screening age last May was dropped from 50 to 45, and that's a big deal as it concerns when you can go ahead and start getting screened for colorectal cancer. And finally, we have some very impressive campaigns underway in other cities across America. We have an outstanding campaign in Philadelphia. We have an allies team in the District of Columbia that's doing some outreach that is really getting into very diverse communities. And we also are getting ready to launch a team in Atlanta, and we're building out a stronger team in Houston. So the Alliance is really, really taking great steps to make sure that everyone is getting the medical attention and resources that they need so they can go ahead and address colorectal cancer. I'd like to go ahead and pass the mic back to our master of ceremonies, Dion, who's going to go ahead and introduce one of the best and brightest members of the Black Outreach Subcommittee, Tia Reed.
Thank you, Kwani. Tia, it is great to see you again. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Hello, thank you for having me. I just want to take a moment and say how grateful I am to be here. So I was so nervous today, and I called my husband and I'm like, I'm nervous. And he goes, why are you nervous? This is what you do, girl. You are passionate about this. Get out there and talk about it and let the people know what's going on. So here I am. My name is Tia Reed. I got onboarded with the Colorectal Cancer Alliance in December, so I'm fairly new here, trying to still find my footing. But I'm a medical device sales rep for Cook Medical. I'm also a community outreach liaison for their business resource group. So coming into being a member of the Black Outreach Subcommittee here has been such a pleasure. And I'm so grateful to Kwani and Chantel for onboarding me. So Kwani tasked me a couple of weeks ago with a question. He said, what does health equity mean to you? And I'm like, duh. Health equity is, giving everyone the same access to healthcare, regardless of race and, socioeconomic status. But then I started thinking, that's what I think health equity means to me. So how can I get out into my community and find out what they think? So I started using my resources and speaking to physicians and nurses. And I realized quickly that everyone's interpretation was different of health equity. So I was like, okay, think bigger. A better question for me was, how can Colorectal Cancer Alliance make health equity a strategy? So when I started thinking about it that way, I was like, okay, just started clicking, right? Light bulbs. We need to partner with community organizations. So that's what I've been doing. I've been reaching out to Houston Food Bank and SGNA, which is a huge nurses organization nationally, and partnering with them and starting to do conferences with them and helping to create awareness. And then also identifying that there are health disparities that exist in our community. So I reached out to Harris Health County, which is a huge community hospital system here in Houston. And obviously I work there as one of my accounts as well. So SGNA does a lot of things there. They do a lot of community work. So we have a lot of things brewing, and I can't wait to keep you guys updated. I don't want to give it away too soon, but thank you guys for letting me chat with y'all.
Back to you, Dion.
Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Kwani. Oh my gosh, Tia, talk about an example of a screening champion, partnering with community organizations. Both Tia and Kwani just highlighted how critical this issue is for us today and what actions we're taking to improve disparities. Now, let's continue our conversations about community. Maybe you've been wanting to connect with others who are traveling a journey like yourself. Maybe you've been feeling like you're the only one in the entire world with colorectal cancer. For many of our allies, feelings like this is very common. The Alliance is here to connect you. To talk about two ways we do that, I'd like to welcome Val, a certified patient and family support navigator here at the Alliance. Hi, Val.
Hey, Dion, how are you?
Wonderful.
Thanks, Dion. Wow, that was so inspiring. I was trying not to cry before I did this. Hi, everyone. I'm Val. I'm one of the certified patient and family support navigators here at the Alliance, and I'm the community manager for our two online support communities, the Blue Hope Nation and Ally to Ally. I know it is very challenging trying to navigate this journey, but you don't have to go through it alone. As the caregiver to a 14-year stage 4 survivor, I know firsthand that it's not just the patient that's affected. So whether you are a newly diagnosed patient, you're a survivor, you're in treatment, a caregiver, a friend or a family member, or someone like me who has lost their loved one, these communities are here for you. I was that scared caregiver looking for support many years ago, and connecting with other peers at the Alliance, I was empowered. Blue Hope Nation is our private Facebook support group. It's an amazing community you can join to learn more about how to deal with the disease. We have over 12,000 allies, literally from all over the world. Post questions, find support and information, vent, laugh. You will find strength and hope together. And we are committed to supporting you through the entire journey and beyond. Ally to Ally is our web-based support community with 17 active groups that pertain to specific support needs of the cancer journey, with moderators that lead each group. It's a safe place to discuss issues caused by colorectal cancer that have impacted your life, so you can share your experience with those who understand and ask questions of allies who've been where you are. In Ally to Ally, we have separate women's and men's only groups. We have one for newly diagnosed. We have a wellness group, which is focused on helping you achieve whole body wellness and healing. We have a caregivers group. We have one for stage 4 patients. We have clinical trials group, a group for those caring for their parents, a young onset group, and many more. So if you click on the online communities tab on the Alliance website listed in the comments, we encourage you to join both. We would love to have you in both communities. And just know we are here for you. If you have any questions, you can reach out to myself or one of the other navigators, Marielle, Stephanie, or Kristen, by calling our helpline. We staff the helpline Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't need to walk this journey alone. We walk this right beside you. Thank you. Dion, back to you.
Thanks, Val. Again, if you haven't already joined, please join one of those communities. It's a great way to connect with people and get the support and love that you may need and information. All right. For those who've been having lunch with us over the past few days, where's my pencil? Where's my postcard? Because you know what time it is.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday and happy Awareness Month. As you know, it is time for trivia. My name is Stephanie Rouse. I'm also one of the certified patient and family support navigators, and I will be your trivia host. So I will list off the questions and list off the multiple choice answers. Please comment what you think it is, and we will go over it. So time for our first question. Let's play some trivia. The theme of the week is ostomy knowledge. So question number 1. How many ostomy surgeries are performed each year in the United States? Is it A, approximately 50,000, B, approximately 100,000, C, approximately 150,000, or D, approximately 200,000? All right, and the correct answer is B. Approximately 100,000 surgeries are performed for ostomies every year in this country. All right, time for question 2. When was the first ostomy appliance manufactured? Was it A, 1795, B, 1835, C, 1920, or D, 1950? All right, and the correct answer is C. The first appliance was manufactured in 1920. All right, so question number 3. What was not used as a homemade collection device before 1920 when we were all using homemade stuff? Was it A, a tuna can, B, a bread bag, C, a milk jug, or D, an inner tube? All right, and the correct answer is C, a milk jug. As scary as it sounds, tuna cans, bread bags, and inner tubes were all used. And I, for one, as an ostomate, am very glad for how far the appliances have come. So it looks like we got a lot of people got that one right. Nicole, William, Kim, wonderful job, everyone. Thanks for playing. We got one more question for the week. And this one has an even little bonus fun fact at the end. Which one of these famous leaders had an ostomy? Was it A, Winston Churchill, B, Nelson Mandela, C, Napoleon Bonaparte, or D, Martin Luther King Jr.? And the correct answer is C, Napoleon Bonaparte. Fun bonus fact, his ostomy bag was made from a goat's bladder. That's where he is often pictured with his hand inside of his shirt to help conceal this. Looks like we had some great winners on this one too. Nicole, Kristen, Melissa, Kim. Wonderful job, everyone. Thank you for playing. Happy Awareness Month. And back to you, Dion.
Thank you, Stephanie, also known as Trivia Master. Whew, those were kind of tough this week. Interesting. All right, congratulations to everyone who answered all the answers correctly. And if not, we have learned a lot. So now you know it's Awareness Month. Our next guest has developed a unique way to raise awareness in the metaverse. Just another way to connect people. Now, when I first was asked this question, I said, and I'm sure you're probably asking the same, what is a metaverse? Well, to shine some light on that and give us an idea of where our presence is in it, I welcome you, Stephen, our Senior Manager of Strategic Communications.
Hello, everyone, and happy National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. It's honestly a bit odd to be on screen because I'm the person managing the show behind the scenes, flipping between speakers and playing videos and stuff. So it's like the backstage crew joining the all-star cast. So it's a little weird for me, but I'm happy to be here with you all to show you Blue Hope World. A little story. Over Christmas time, my girlfriend and I, we got an Oculus headset. This is the virtual reality headset made by a little company called Meta. They used to be called Facebook. On it, you can play games like Beat Saber, Mini Golf, Population One, but I also found an app called Horizon Worlds. Horizon Worlds is really Meta's first attempt at building its own metaverse. So what is a metaverse? A metaverse is a network of 3D virtual worlds focused on connection, which might be why we're talking about it today. The metaverse includes any digital experience on the internet that is persistent, immersive, 3D, and virtual. It's potentially the next iteration of how humans connect and interact and transact even. Does it exist now? It does. In nascent form, but tech companies are really innovating. They're going head to head to build the platform that will be the metaverse, the way Facebook is Facebook, right? In 5 years, the way we access and interact with the metaverse will be greatly evolved. I just want to share this slide so you can see what the metaverse looks like right now anyway. People, sometimes companies build worlds in the metaverse for people to come and work, play, shop, game. You need it. Anyone can do anything in the metaverse, and that's why I think it's so cool. In Horizon Worlds, you can go to comedy clubs, check out amazing digital art, hang with friends at a club, or play some really interesting games. And all of these are made by everyday people like you and me. I have an affinity for building things too, so I immediately wanted to create something of my own. The question was, what? Well, everything in Horizon Worlds is built with 12 basic shapes that can be stretched, compressed, colored, and textured. It was the shape that I've circled here in yellow that inspired me. And it inspired me because it looked a lot like this. Right? This is our large inflatable colon. Sometimes we call him Norman. But the inflatable colon is a great thing to have at events because it gets people up close with what this disease looks like. It gets people talking. So I tried to build it in virtual reality, and as it turns out, it worked. So in my office, in my off hours as a volunteer, I kept building and building until earlier this month I had completed what became Blue Hope World for Colorectal Cancer Awareness. And this is what it looks like. All right, so sorry if the music totally blasted your eardrums to outer space. That was very loud. I'm just so excited that the music had to be loud, I guess. But currently, more than 300,000 people are using Horizon Worlds. And from experience, I can tell you it's an extremely diverse bunch. For starters, you have to be at least 18 to use it. But I've met people of all ages, all ethnicities, from all parts of the country. The Metaverse is really a microcosm of our everyday experience here in the real world. So I'm so glad we can bring colorectal cancer awareness to those people, and especially that we're doing it in March. I will admit there's a couple things in Blue Hope World that aren't in that video. I didn't want to give them away. It'd be like showing the climax of a movie in a movie trailer, although I guess they do that all the time. But regardless, I hope if you have an Oculus at home, or maybe your kids do, you will join me in Blue Hope World. I'd love to give you a private tour. And because we want everyone to have a chance to visit, we have plans to soon announce a contest for folks to win an Oculus headset or two. So Dion, I am now going to turn it back to you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Stephen. For someone who's always behind the scene, oh my gosh. One, I'm ready to head over to the Blue Hope World, and you did an amazing job, Metaverse. Who's excited? I want to win. Okay. So as you can see today, we've been focusing on community, our community. Another way we do that is through partnerships with other organizations and companies. Here to discuss our efforts in that area, I welcome Angel, the Director of Partnerships.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angel Russell, and I'm the Director of Partnerships for the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. My role is responsible primarily for driving large-scale partnerships that benefit the Alliance, that benefit our stakeholders, patients, families, and caregivers. If you think about it, partnerships is an intricate part of even our name, Alliance, which means for people to come together who have a mutual benefit. Our benefit is to make sure that we're getting the information out. Your benefit would be to learn the information and help spread the word in your community. Some of the partnerships that I am very excited about this year include our NFT partnership with Sir Mix-a-Lot. What? That is insane, and I'm so excited about it. I'm also excited about a lot of the community and local partnerships that we have with organizations and clinical partners and corporations who are really helping us drive the message home that getting screened is a top priority, and we need to make sure that everyone is aware that colorectal cancer is such a preventable disease and that there's so many treatment options out there if someone does happen to get it. Also, I'm very excited about our Scope It Out, which happens tomorrow in DC. It's our 5K, and I am super, super excited about all of the partners who really lent a helping hand to make sure that this 5K just went off without a hitch. So thank you so much to those partners as well. I'm really so grateful for all of the allies, you, the people who are tuning in today, who really care about bringing awareness to this disease. We all are just so grateful for your time and attention and your energy. We are really going to end colorectal cancer in our lifetime. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions about partnerships, please feel free to reach out to me at arussell@ccalliance.org. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Angel. So throughout this month, we've enlisted our patient and family support team to answer common questions that they receive from our patient and navigators, our patients and our caregivers. And they actually share those answers with us. So back to answer a few more for us, are Marielle and Kristen, two of our amazing, ooh, she was excited, certified patient and family support navigators here at Alliance. Marielle and Kristen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Sonneborn. Happy National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. When can I change my insurance plan? Many people have questions about changing their insurance plan and when they can do that. Open enrollment is the period during which you're able to switch your coverage. And depending on the source of your insurance, you'll have different windows of time throughout the year to do so. For instance, if your plan comes from your employer, your HR is likely going to communicate when that open enrollment period is. If you have coverage through healthcare.gov or if you purchase through the marketplace, usually open enrollment will run from November through mid-January. There are some exceptions called qualifying life events where your personal circumstances will override those enrollment windows. Qualifying life events can be marriage, changes in residence, changes in income, and termination of existing coverage. If you want to discuss any of this, please call me on the Alliance helpline at 877-422-2030. I'm always happy to help.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marielle McLeod. I'm experiencing bleeding in the bathroom. Does this mean that I have cancer? Rectal bleeding is a symptom of conditions like hemorrhoids, anal fissures, inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, ulcers, and also colorectal cancer. Typically, you notice rectal bleeding on toilet paper or in the water in the toilet bowl or in your stool. In some cases, rectal bleeding can be a minor symptom of a condition that can be easily treated. Hemorrhoids, for example, can cause you to experience rectal bleeding. This usually doesn't last long, and hemorrhoids are often easy to treat. However, rectal bleeding can sometimes be a sign of a serious condition like colorectal cancer. It is important to keep track of any bleeding you're experiencing. If it is heavy and frequent or is causing you to worry, call your healthcare provider to check it out. There are several ways that your healthcare provider can evaluate your rectal bleeding to help you figure out the cause. One test that can be administered is a physical exam of the rectal or anus at your provider's office. The second one is a fecal occult blood test. It can also be done either at your provider's office or at home. You simply collect a sample of your stool and you send it off to a laboratory facility where they will run various tests to find blood in your stool, as well as other determining factors that will lead to a follow-up exam, such as a colonoscopy. This will be the last test offered to you to examine your rectal bleeding. Colonoscopy, as we call it at the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, is the gold standard for colorectal testing, and especially our favorite testing to be done if you are experiencing rectal bleeding.
Thank you, Marielle and Kristen. If you're looking for some support, encouragement, or guidance, feel free to reach out to Marielle or Kristen or any of our other navigators by calling our toll-free helpline at 877-422-2030. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure you hit share on the stream so others can see it. Thank you for tuning in at the Blue Blad Lunch. Happy National Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, and we will see you soon. Bye.